Hello everyone and welcome back to Passion Sundays, the best way to end the week and start another. Our guest today is a Guinness Record Holder in Memory. Nishant, thank you very much for being with us today.
Thanks, Moustafa. Really pleasure being here.
I really appreciate you being here. And it's interesting because that's a very tough topic for a lot of people.
It is. That's right.
And you just went and broke a world record in memory.
That's right.
What is it exactly that you remembered?
Okay, I broke a record by memorizing the sequence of 100 different colors shown to me one after the other. So after I get to see all the colors, I have to recall
100 different colors.
I mean, of course, 4 colors, but they keep on repeating. It's a sequence of things. So you have to memorize exactly the colors that are shown to you
in order.
And you get to see. Of course, number one is, I've got a lot of dedication. I'm very passionate about this subject, which is of course there. But also more than that is also the technique. Once you have the right technique, you can do that.
Oh, so it's not really just about, okay, I'm passionate and it's going to work. There's a skill set that you have to gain.
Yeah, but I would say that it starts with passion.
Okay.
I think that's the impetus, that's the foundation. And after that, you also need the technique to really take it to the next level.
Yeah. I see. Okay. So I'm going to put you on the spot here and help me and everybody watching this with a bit of technique to remember as simple as a name, because names are one of the toughest things to remember.
That's true. So, I mean, because you said simple, so I'm going to make it simple and easy and doable for anyone on the planet to have their name memory to the next level.
Okay.
Now, this is what happens typically, right? Let's say we're networking right now. I'm seeing you for the first time. This is typically what happens. Hi, I'm Nishant, you're?
Moustafa.
How are you doing?
Good, thank you.
And blah, 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 right?
Yes.
Now, the problem is, many people tell me, Nishant, my problem is, I go to networking, I shake my hands, the other person tells me his name, and within 1 nanosecond,
I forgot it before
I forgot the name,
yes.
And I didn't even know anything about the name. So why? I mean, I just heard the name. The problem is, when the person's name was given out, I didn't pay attention to the name.
Okay.
At that time, we are so caught up about putting on the best show, or what should I say next, and am I not embarrassing myself, or where's the food, who should I meet next? So we're doing multitasking. At that time, the most important piece of information for anyone is that name, and we're messing up with that. So what needs to be done is, when you're shaking hands with people, this is the world's easiest technique, yeah? When you shake hands with people, don't say hi, don't say good morning, don't say how do you do, say hi and the name. So let's do it again. Hi, I'm Nishant, you're?
Moustafa.
Hi, Moustafa, how are you doing?
Okay, now, I see. You've reinstalled it immediately.
Exactly. So it's not rocket science. It's actually training your brain to be present. And also, in a way, it's a good social etiquette, to actually say the name. Now, I'm a memory expert, but one of the words I like is the word forget. And why do you say that? Because in the word forget, the last 3 letters are get. Okay. Yeah. So when people say, I forgot, my question is, hey, did you forget? Maybe you didn't even get it, man.
You got to get it before you forget it.
That's true. So, I mean, I say, okay, you said your name, but I didn't really get it because I was so caught up with all the information going on. So simply the very act of saying, hi, Moustafa, actually makes it easy for me to be present to the sweetest sound for you, which is Moustafa, and I say, hi, Moustafa. Now, of course, please be mindful, but sometimes, it's in Singapore or it's in different countries. It's a multicultural society. And sometimes, I mean, Moustafa is a very popular name here in Singapore. Yeah, so we have a big shop named Moustafa. So it's easy for me. But what if I meet a person whose name is not easy to say, which happens a lot of time. And when I call these names bzz names, right? So when you hear that kind of a name, many people simply can't say hi and the name because it's too much for them to handle. Now, many people say, oh, I didn't get the name, so it's okay. And then you just lost the opportunity. Now, if you don't get the name the first time, all you need to do is to ask them one more time. Sorry, what was your name again? That's it. At that time, the person will slow it down.
Okay, so if you ask again, they will slow down, but that means you have to make sure you're getting it on second time because you don't want to ask a third time.
Yeah, that'll be that'll be rude, insensitive, and maybe that's not a good way to start a conversation. So you get the name. So because sometimes what happens is they'll simplify it for you, they'll slow down for you, they might spell the name for you, they will give you the business card, they will do whatever to make your life easier because you're asking for help.
So you can simply say, how do you spell your name again?
You could simply say that, yeah. You could say that, yeah.
And that's interesting. It seems you have definitely invested a lot of time into the learning of the memory. Where did that passion start?
Oh, this is, I mean, this is the best part about the whole thing. It just happened as an accident. Yeah, because first of all, I had a lousy memory. I might have broken a Guinness record in memory, but I was a Guinness record in forgetting many, many years ago. I had a lousy memory to begin with. So one day my dad gave me a book. The name of the book was How to Improve Your Memory Simply. And I said, holy cow. There are techniques to improve your memory. I didn't even know that techniques were there. So I read the book and I said, oh, what I can really do with the human brain. So I got hooked, and I started reading a lot, and then I could see immediate improvement. How I can train my memory, and I really became passionate. And I said, what's the next thing? So what's the next thing? What's the next thing? I just went deep into the subject. So one thing led to another, and I broke some national records. I broke some Guinness records.
Amazing.
So
I mean, you broke a record in something that is really tough for a lot of people.
It is true, yeah. And that goes back to say that, if you really have the passion and if you have the techniques, anything is possible. Like, for example, I didn't have the passion with this to start with. I didn't have the techniques to start with. But when I combined these two things, I really achieved one of the best that you can in this field, be number one in that.
So passion is not necessarily something that you are born with readily. It's something that you actually develop.
Well, my take on that is probably yes, because a lot of things in my.
I mean, you've got a Guinness record to prove yes.
It's true, because I could say that some things I was not passionate about many years ago, but right now the circumstances in my life have changed, and now I'm very passionate about that. So I mean, my personal belief is yes, you could develop passion
if you really want to.
If you really want to, yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Nishant, that's been amazing, enlightening, and I hope this simple technique is already helping me. I'm thinking about it, so I'm saying Nishant. Nishant, thank you very much for being
thank you
here.
very much.
Thank you,
Lovely
Nishant.
being on this show. Thank you very much. Thank you. Have a nice day. Thanks.
Passion. What do you think? I hope you found this as useful and as exciting as I did. If so, please leave your comments on the blog below and do share it with somebody who will find it useful. And if you'd like more tools, tips, techniques, and exclusive interviews that I only share on my website, then go to Moustafa.com. And until next episode, live passionately.